In the vast and unforgiving skies where nations compete for dominance, a new shadow has emerged, sleek, silent, and deadly. It is called the Su-57 Felon, Russia's first fifth-generation stealth fighter, and it has captured the world's attention for one reason: it wasn't supposed to exist. For decades, the narrative of stealth dominance belonged solely to the West, embodied by America's F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. Yet, from the depths of Russia's long-standing aerospace tradition, the Su-57 arose like a ghost from another era, challenging assumptions that stealth technology was a Western monopoly. But this isn't just another fighter jet. It represents the culmination of Russia's ambition to reclaim the skies, a symbol of defiance, a statement that the nation once known for brute force airpower can also master the invisible art of stealth. The Su-57 is more than a weapon. It is a political and technological message wrapped in titanium and radar-absorbent materials. Its presence alone forces adversaries to rethink strategies, budgets, and doctrines. But what exactly makes this aircraft so mysterious, and why has it become such a symbol of intrigue and fear across the global military stage? The story of the Su-57 begins in the early 2000s, when the Russian Air Force realized that its aging fleet of Su-27s and MiG-29s could no longer guarantee air superiority against emerging fifth-generation threats like the F-22. The answer came in the form of the PAK FA program, an ambitious project to create a stealth-capable, multi-role fighter that could rival and even surpass its Western counterparts. Led by Sukhoi, the same design bureau that gave the world the legendary Flanker series, the program aimed to blend agility, speed, and advanced stealth into a single lethal package. But unlike the Americans, who poured billions into their stealth programs, Russia faced financial constraints, forcing its engineers to think creatively. They had to achieve stealth not through sheer cost, but through clever design. Every surface of the Su-57 was meticulously shaped to reduce radar visibility. The fuselage was sculpted with sharp edges and blended curves, minimizing radar reflections while maintaining aerodynamic efficiency. Composite materials replaced metal wherever possible, and the aircraft's weapons were stored internally to eliminate radar reflections from external pylons. Yet the Su-57's designers refused to compromise its hallmark, the agility that made Russian fighters legendary. They sought not just to hide from radar, but to dominate once they were seen. Stealth, as understood in Western aviation philosophy, revolves around making an aircraft nearly invisible to radar. But Russia's approach to stealth in the Su-57 is more nuanced and arguably more pragmatic. While the jet incorporates stealth features like radar-absorbent coatings, internal weapon bays, and edge alignment, it doesn't pursue complete invisibility. Instead, it focuses on low observability combined with unmatched maneuverability and survivability. The Su-57's designers recognized that in modern warfare, perfect invisibility is an illusion. No aircraft can remain completely undetectable. So rather than betting everything on radar evasion, they built a fighter that could still dominate once detected. The Su-57's airframe features composite panels that absorb radar waves, while its forward fuselage and engine intakes are coated with specialized materials to reduce reflections. The jet's radar cross-section is significantly lower than that of previous Russian fighters, though not quite as small as the F-22's. However, the Su-57 compensates through electronic warfare systems, sensor jamming, and dynamic decoy capabilities that can distort or even blind enemy radar systems. In essence, the Su-57 doesn't just hide, it fights back against detection. This combination of stealth, deception, and electronic defense makes it one of the most unpredictable fighters ever created. If stealth gives the Su-57 its ghostly nature, its engines give it a soul of fire. The aircraft is powered by the Saturn AL-41 F1, and future models are expected to incorporate the even more advanced ISDAL-I-30 engine, a next-generation power plant that will push the Su-57 into true supercruise territory. What sets these engines apart isn't just raw power, but the ability to perform thrust vectoring, where the exhaust nozzles themselves can pivot to direct thrust in multiple directions. This allows the Su-57 to execute maneuvers that seem to break the laws of physics, twisting and turning in the air with an elegance and lethality that defies logic. Combined with its 3D thrust vectoring system, the Su-57 can change direction mid-flight faster than almost any aircraft in the world. It can dodge missiles, outturn opponents, and even reorient itself in ways that give its pilot total control during close combat. Critics often argue that stealth and agility are contradictory. One requires smooth surfaces, while the other demands aerodynamic freedom. Yet the Su-57 somehow achieves both, striking a balance between invisibility and dogfighting prowess. It is this synthesis, stealth when it needs to hide, agility when it must kill, that defines the Felon's unique identity in modern air warfare. Beneath the Su-57's sharp, menacing exterior lies an intricate network of intelligence, a digital brain that gives it an extraordinary edge in combat. The aircraft's N-036 Byelka radar system is a masterpiece of Russian avionics engineering. It's not just one radar, but a collection of multiple arrays placed across the jet's body, including in the wings and fuselage. This gives the Su-57 a 360-degree field of awareness, allowing it to detect, track, and engage multiple targets simultaneously. It can identify stealth aircraft, drones, and even ground targets with astonishing precision. The radar's long wavelength makes it especially effective against aircraft that rely heavily on stealth shaping, meaning that in theory, the Su-57 could detect jets like the F-22 or F-35 sooner than expected. The jet also integrates an advanced infrared search and track (IRST) system, giving it the ability to spot heat signatures that radar might miss. Its sensor fusion suite combines radar, infrared, and electronic intelligence into a single interface, providing the pilot with a real-time view of the battlespace. Artificial intelligence assists in target prioritization and navigation, reducing pilot workload and allowing for lightning-fast reaction times. Together, these systems make the Su-57 not just a stealth fighter, but a flying supercomputer built for the chaos of modern aerial warfare. Despite its technological brilliance, the Su-57's story is far from smooth. Critics in the West often label it as a project plagued by delays, budget cuts, and production challenges. Indeed, Russia's economic struggles have slowed the Su-57 program, leading to limited numbers in active service. Yet even with these obstacles, the aircraft continues to evolve, each prototype improving upon the last. The Su-57 has seen limited combat testing in Syria, where it reportedly conducted real-world operations to evaluate its performance in active war zones. These deployments served both tactical and psychological purposes, to test the aircraft's systems under pressure, and to send a message to the world that Russia's stealth ambitions were not a myth. Its very presence in conflict zones caused ripples across military intelligence circles, forcing analysts to reconsider their assumptions about Russia's true capabilities. Whether in testing new weapon systems or refining its stealth coatings, the Su-57's development has become as much a propaganda tool as a technological project. The West may dismiss it, but no one dares ignore it. Because every appearance of the Felon in the sky reminds the world that stealth isn't a monopoly, it's a battlefield. As we look toward the future, one question lingers in the minds of analysts, pilots, and military strategists alike: can the Su-57 truly rival the F-22 and F-35, or is it destined to remain a symbol rather than a successor? The answer may depend less on the aircraft itself, and more on how Russia uses it. The Su-57 is not just a fighter jet, it's a platform for future warfare. It is expected to integrate with drone swarms, hypersonic missiles, and electronic warfare networks under Russia's next-generation combat doctrine. The upcoming Su-57M variant promises improved engines, radar, and AI-driven targeting, suggesting that the Felon's evolution is far from over. But beyond its upgrades lies something deeper: the psychological effect it has on adversaries. Even if its stealth isn't perfect, its unpredictability is. The mere idea that an Su-57 could lurk undetected in the sky is enough to alter strategies and sow uncertainty. In modern warfare, perception is as powerful as performance. And in that sense, the Su-57 has already succeeded. It has made the world watch, wonder, and worry. So, is the Su-57 truly the stealth fighter that shocked the world, or is it a carefully crafted illusion of power? Tell us what you think in the comments below, because in the shadowy realm of stealth warfare, what you don't see might just be what changes everything.